I think we're on the verge of a renaissance when it comes to CLI and terminal based apps, and it feels really good. Back in 2014, I put out a tweet where I said CLI before UI. I was mostly frustrated by the fact that a lot of folks who were building out these applications were doing so with the idea of a CLI as an afterthought, if at all. To me, the whole situation was really weird because we had all these folks espousing API first, and yet they were building these complex UIs on top. One of my first positive experiences with a CLI was with Yeoman. Yeoman really showed me what you could do with a CLI experience. And since then, we've seen a whole bunch of CLIs come to market. We have tools like Homebrew, the .NET CLI, Azure, GitHub. We have environments like PowerShell and NewShell. And everyone, it seems, is building CLIs now. The terminal is cool again, and it feels really, really good. This is a good thing because it's what technical and power users want. I would say it's never been a better time to build a CLI that users love. This is underpinned by the philosophies in the command line interface guidelines. This is an incredible document, and it deserves a lot of attention. If you're building a CLI today, you need to treat these guidelines like core fundamentals. These guidelines talk about building a command line interface with a human-first design. They also talk about building CLIs that are simple yet composable. For example, you can take the output of a command and pipe that into a tool like JQ, and now you start to get really dangerous in a good way. Last year, we decided to rebuild our CLI. We chose Go for a number of reasons. At the time, this decision was considered a little bit of a risk, since traditionally we're known as a .NET shop. However, we had been maintaining the Terraform provider and the Go API client for a while, and we wanted to improve the experience going forward. We had also read a ton of literature online about how great Go was for building a CLI, and we were super encouraged by the awesome work by the folks at Charm, who I think are really changing the game when it comes to building a great CLI experience. In the end, we built our CLI using libraries like Survey and Cobra. And I think the decision for choosing Go worked out great because it's really, really fast and it runs everywhere. And it also aligns to the usage pattern of a CLI itself, which tends to be functional in nature. And with the various programming languages we have and the frameworks that are available, it's, like I said, never been a better time to build a CLI. And that's not to say you have to build it in Go. There's amazing work that's being done right now for developers targeting C#, Rust, and Python. So like I said, I think we're on the verge of a CLI renaissance. So if you're watching this video and thinking, maybe we should build a CLI for our product, you should. Your technical and power users will thank you for it.